On day one, I will launch the largest deportation program.
According to reliable sources, the Trump administration is moving forward with plans to implement stricter border measures, reverse Biden-era immigration policies, and restart large-scale immigrant detentions and deportations. These plans are being actively pursued and are beginning to take shape. President-elect Donald Trump has made immigration a central focus of his 2024 campaign. However, unlike his first campaign, which largely focused on building the border wall, Trump is now shifting attention to domestic law enforcement and deporting undocumented immigrants currently residing in the U.S. One key initiative is the expansion of detention facilities. Trump's close allies and aides are laying the groundwork for large-scale detention centers to fulfill his mass deportation campaign promise, with some urban areas likely to be prioritized. Additionally, the Trump administration is preparing executive actions that could be rolled out immediately after he takes office, aimed at restoring policies from his first term. These measures will include reinstating the so-called Remain in Mexico program, which requires migrants to wait in Mexico while their U.S. immigration cases are processed, reimposing asylum restrictions, reversing protections granted to immigrants under Biden's humanitarian relief programs, and canceling ICE enforcement priorities. These steps represent a return to the hardline immigration policies of Trump's first term, which were heavily criticized by Democrats and immigrant advocacy groups.
Didn't punish Kamala Harris by not voting for her. Y'all punish people like me.
My immigrant mother just called me on the phone, innocently asking me in case they start doing mass deportations to prove that she's a citizen.
One of the plans is job site raids. And if it gets to that point, people will be caught up in the system. And how will they know who's an immigrant and who's not?
America is for Americans and Americans only.
If I'm in charge of this, my priorities are public safety threats and national security threats first.
The question is where they're going to find that population. I wouldn't be surprised if he has in mind some internment-style camps on military bases.
Given the threats made by the incoming president, Donald Trump, the United States is no longer a place that is safe for refugee claimants to seek or obtain refugee protection.
Canadians expect us to control our border. Canadians quite rightly believe that it needs to be a decision of Canada and Canadians, and that is something that we absolutely have a plan to ensure.
It would definitely stretch our existing resources and capacity. We are already working to capacity, and so we would have to prioritize, seek additional funding from the government and from other levels.